The new series by the creator of Regular Show, Close Enough, released on HBO Max last July. About a month later, it was announced that this hilarious series was renewed for a second season. And much to everyone's surprise, that second season is coming out super soon. You might say it's close enough to release. As streaming services usually do, HBO Max released a trailer showcasing their upcoming new exclusive content for February 2021. Included in this trailer is the brief announcement that Close Enough Season 2 is releasing this February. What a huge surprise that is. Close Enough was sort of notorious for taking forever to release. The series was first announced with a trailer in 2017, very soon after Regular Show had ended. Turns out this trailer was actually sort of the pilot for the series. It was a visual demo to exhibit the art style and humor of the series to TBS and to the future viewers. None of the trailer footage was actually from any finished or even scripted episodes. It was all totally random, just based on some vague ideas they had, like an Astif movie sort of. So it's important to know that the series was not actually in production until probably late 2017, which is part of why it took until 2020 for the first season to release. Animation takes a lot of time. Most commonly, an animated series takes about 2 years to complete producing a single season. Though that's not the only reason the show took so long to release. Originally, it was going to air on TBS. Turner Broadcasting was pushing to turn TBS into an alternate Adult Swim of sorts. They wanted the channel to have a new exclusive adult comedies, both animated and live action. And actually, among all these shows that they were planning to release, there was going to be a new series called Art Thieves, created by Ben Jones, the creator of Problem Solvers. Not that that matters to anyone but me. At some point in time, however, Turner changed their plans and a majority of this TBS stuff never actually happened or just got pushed to other channels. Like, think about Final Space. That show's pretty popular, but it started off on TBS and probably didn't really get the viewership or anything they were looking for. It probably didn't fit in on that channel either because it was their only original animated show, I believe. So they moved it on to Adult Swim when it got other seasons. Turner Broadcasting decided to prioritize creating a streaming service because, those are making mountains of money. So Close Enough and several other series that were originally meant to air on TV, like Infinity Train Book 3 and even Summer Camp Island, ended up getting moved exclusively to HBO Max, so that the service could have some nice original content to encourage new subscribers. Last August, after Close Enough Season 1 released, the series creator, JG Quintel, shared on Twitter that the show was renewed for another season. Naturally, me and many others expected to wait a long 2 years for that new season, but it turns out it's already done? How could that be? Well, when a network picks up a television series, they usually order a specific number of episodes. Commonly it's between 12 and 24. So if I had to make an assumption, I would say Close Enough was ordered to be a 16 episode long series, and from late 2017 to early 2020, those 16 episodes were produced. It's a little confusing because Close Enough airs as 2 11-minute episodes put together, but every 25 minutes is a single episode. So 2 episodes together are 1 episode, in terms of how it airs anyways. Maybe when they are in production they consider it differently, I don't know, I'm not there. The first batch of episodes were put on HBO Max in July, and now the second batch of episodes is coming in February. They spaced them out either because they still had a little bit of post-production work to be done, or simply just so that they could keep fans patiently subscribed to HBO Max. They did not make an entire second season within 7 months. That's impossible, and that's not how TV animation production works. They are always multitasking and making dozens of episodes at the same time. The same thing happened with Infinity Train Book 3. After Book 2 came out, the creator kept asking fans to support the show so that they could get another season. But then suddenly Book 3 was announced and it was ready to air on HBO. They didn't just make Season 3 within a few months. This is because Books 2 and 3 were both produced at the same time for several years. The support that the creator was asking for was meant to get them a new season that would have been Book 4. Also, hopefully that still ends up happening someday. So if your favorite show takes a long hiatus, that means they're working on an entire season's worth of episodes at once. It's a ton of work, and depending on the show, they could have totally different resources. Like, take Netflix's Hilda, for example. That just got a new season, but after the first season, that probably wasn't even expected to be renewed, and I think it has a small crew that's made up of people from multiple different countries, and then, of course, coronavirus happened, so that probably had a crazy production and has very good reason for why it took so long to release. I just don't think many people understand how animation production actually works. Creators don't just sit on their hands for 2 years and then spend like 3 months making episodes. They are always working. Though now I am a little confused about Close Enough. When Quintel said the show is getting a second season, Was he being cheeky in referring to the next batch of episodes that had to have been already finished at the time he posted that tweet? Or has the series genuinely been ordered for another batch of episodes that are in production right now? I definitely hope that tweet means that we're getting even more episodes. This show is hilarious, and it did bring a lot of attention to HBO Max when it launched. I believe it was their most popular show for July. I do just wish that HBO and all these other streaming services learn how to advertise and hype their content better. I mean, it's hard because these services have so many different things, they don't really know what to prioritize advertising. But I don't know, they should take a hint from Netflix. Netflix has different social media channels dedicated to different genres. Maybe HBO Max should be doing something like that. I guess they sort of do. They do have a family one, but I mean, give us an adult animation one or something to dedicate to anime and their Adult Swim shows and stuff. Because they're still missing a good amount of Adult Swim content on their service. This whole situation is reminding me when the Rocko's Modern Life and Invader Zim movies were coming out. We heard for a long time from those movies' crews that those movies were done, but they never got release dates. It took forever for Netflix to finally sit down and give us a trailer and stuff. Sort of just like those announcements, this Close Enough news came completely out of the blue, and as I'm making this video, only animation news sites have shared this information. Nobody from the Close Enough crew has spoken up, and HBO Max themselves just hid this announcement in a trailer. I mean, it's entirely possible that the Close Enough crew just doesn't even realize that their season was going to be released, because it's the studio, HBO Max, that gets to decide when stuff like that happens. Like, towards the end of Adventure Time, they were in a similar situation where the crew just literally didn't know when some new episodes were releasing because Cartoon Network just didn't care to share that information with anyone. I really miss the good old days of totally normal expected release dates with lots of hype and commercials and stuff, but oh well. Again, this is sort of a necessary evil because these streaming services have to focus on so many different shows that they're trying to get out there. And they're all of totally different genres and stuff, so they don't really know what to prioritize because they don't know what people will end up actually caring about. Like, do you think Netflix realized that Stranger Things would be as popular as it is when they were first making it? Definitely not. Now, Close Enough Season 2 has no official release date. All we know is that it's coming in February. So I would assume it'll come in the 3rd or 4th week of the month. At that time, we'll see all the episodes of this season drop on a single day, just like they did with the first season. I'm pretty caught off guard by this news, but I'm also super excited. I didn't have a chance to review Close Enough Season 1, but I loved it. It's so nice to have an adult-oriented show that's genuinely funny and heartfelt, full of surrealism, and just deals with a lot of relatable problems in funny ways. It's one of those shows that doesn't try too hard to be adult, it just feels like it naturally has to be adult because of the subject matter. And they do a lot of funny and crazy stuff with it that I can't say I've seen other shows do at all. It really is just as quality as Regular Show. I hope you enjoy it too. If you still haven't checked this show out, especially if you're a fan of Regular Show, you definitely need to watch it. And just remember, when it comes to streaming services, to show a series support, you need to watch the show on the official streaming site, and also engage with any social media posts about the show. I know subscribing to the streaming service can be hard because, you have to pay for it and it's not available in every country. So if you can't do that, you should definitely engage with the studio's social media posts. Like, if HBO Max tweets a close enough trailer or a clip or even just like a GIF, you should be sure to retweet it, like it, and reply to it. This engagement is how studios executives see what the people want more of. And again, it's especially important because with these streaming services, that's kind of the only feedback they get aside from the view counts on their website. You should also consider buying any merchandise for these shows if they end up getting any. But anyways, I hope you're all excited for Close Enough Season 2. Let me know your thoughts about this news and the series itself in the comments. Please leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon to know when I post new videos. Thanks for watching, and super special thanks to my Patreon supporters. Support me on Patreon and you'll be able to submit video topics, see exclusive behind the scenes content, and help me keep this channel going. Also follow me on Twitter and TikTok for special updates.